Hello, everybody. It's been a while since we've been live over here on the Mr. Mini Dreams bench. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and for me, you son of a gun. And for me, it's easier for me to go um, live than it is to make a video. So, what I have here today is the C1 Chevelle Transkit from um, C1 models. Um, this right here is going to be a giveaway between C1, Chris Hales over at C1 Models, um, Pete Morales, or Pedro Morales, as most of us know him. Um, we call him Pete, at scaledworld.net, George Ramos, from Vision 124 and Diversified Scalers Model Club, and myself. We're going to give this away. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the fitment and stuff as an issue, and then George and George and the Diversified Scalers, which Pete from Scaled World is a member of. They will be giving this away later this year at one of their contests. But, but I wanted to give an overview. No, as I said before, when dealing with any resin kits, me and Pete, George, um, you got Dennis, you got several of us that have built several of the C1s. And one thing that with any resin, I don't care who you buy the resin from, whether it be C1 models, Zoom On, um, 81, hobby design. One of the main importance is the cleaningness. You have to make sure, Kirby, I can, with these sausage fingers, bud, I do best just sticking with models. I can't do the Hot Wheels. And one of the best, you get your best results by preparation. I can't stress it enough of how to clean these. For you guys that don't have a Dollar Tree close to you, um, I use a thing called Awesome. But for the most popularity, it's gonna be Weasley's. Um, Weasley's Bleach White is what I do to clean all resin. Um, Mike over at Topper Vision, this week he released a video on how to strip chrome using bleach. I've often heard this right here will strip chrome, but I haven't really done much of it. Dang, I've had this bleach white since '05. We get a yellow bottle. Right here I have Windex in it. I have Windex in it here to keep my bench clean. But this is what I've also been using. Totally awesome. And we get that at our local dollar stores. And like I said, I recommend you soaking it at least a few hours, if not overnight, in the white wall cleaner. And then scrub it with the toothbrush while it's still wet. Then rinse it off, scrub it again with dishwash soap, and make sure you're going in circles back and forth. One thing about resin that throws a lot of people off is you'll see tons of fisheye and stuff like that. That's because they're not cleaning it. They're not giving it a good clean and a good bath. Anything that you're going to duplicate, whether it be out of rubber mold, a silicone mold, even if they have to have a released agent and wash it off. You got to soak and wash it. So within this kit, this right here is a pretty big kit. It says it's for the Chevelle. Chris's products are so good over here at C1s. I bet you can manipulate this into the AMT kits, but it's meant for the Revell. Yeah, I got a hold of him yesterday. We talked for about an hour and a half. Just been real busy here, John. But me and Gary, we got together. I have this kit that I'm going to use. Now, the difference of this kit here than the one this was built for. When they updated this kit to the Donk series and whatnot, it actually has separate door panels and stuff when they updated this kit a few years ago when they started the Donk series. For some reason, they updated the interior on that kit. On this interior here, it's got the built-in sides. With the newer kit, you have to build the interior sides. With that being said, this kit here comes with, this Chevelle kit here will come with 1, 2, 3. It comes with 3 packages and an interior tub. So this kit here won't be an issue, but if you didn't want to do all the splicing work and stuff, you can always use this. And on this interior, it comes with the custom seat. It comes with the custom console. It will come with the hood. Now with anything of resin, it can show some warpage. You see this right here, it shows a little warpage, but with Chris's products being nice and thin, a little bit of hot water, and it fits right on. You can tell it's not distorted in any way. It's just a little bit warped right there, and you can just use some heat. Recommend hot water, and then get your shape that you need to get, and then dump it in cold water once you get your shape. But it does come with the custom hood. It comes with a custom rear tail panel and rear lower valance. It comes with side rocker panels. And this right here is for your side panels right here. This right here is just a mounting piece. So you'll get 2 of those. You get 2 of these, 1 for each side. You get a custom front end. Now this is the front end on the box art. Right here. And then right here is a different type of front end. And then this right here is a front lower diffuser. No, this is the monogram kit, Pat. This is the monogram Revell issued kit. Then in the third bag, you get a steering wheel. You get the custom door panels with custom, where did it go? You get a custom door panel with the custom armrest insert, like so. And like I said, this piece right here is separate. And you'll get that for both doors. You get that for both doors. You get a custom dash. Now I actually stuck this piece in. There's even a separate piece. I stuck this in because I didn't want it getting damaged, and because it is a super great fit. Let me get that out. It's actually a really nice dash insert right there. Here's your dash that it comes with, and then right here will be a gauge cluster, gauge insert that you slide right there into the dash like that. Then steering wheel goes in there. Like I said, this is fresh out of the box. I haven't cleaned anything up yet. This is the way it was when I received it from Chris Hales from C1. Here's makes it really nice and sleek. Now, here's the front bucket seats. The only thing I would suggest you guys do with the resin that you're getting from Chris, the seats could use a little bit of rescribing. You can see the lines there. They're just not really that deep, but they're there, so you can either just paint over it or you can rescribe them. Um, and it comes with headrest. Here are custom headrests that come in there, and they set like this when you do like that. And then, like I said, they fit the back seats too. So your headrest right here would be right there in the back seat. Now, I don't know. I'll set it up for when I start to do the build itself. I'm going to cut everything where everything fits. I'll hinge the hood. I'll get everything set up to where it all fits. I believe I'm going to glue the rear end together, and that way I can get all the shape and everything to set together. It's meant to be painted anyway, but I think I'll have to see how the chassis sets in there before I mount the front end. And I'm undecided just yet on which front end I want to use for this. But I'll do all the shaping and everything for this build. It will go to the diversified scalers, primered and ready to paint. And like I said, we'll leave the interior for the customer or for whoever wins the giveaway. I'm just going to focus on fitting the body parts. Not fixing, but making sure the body parts all fit well. Little bit less stress on me. I have a lot on my plate right now, but I always like to give Chris's kits a review, especially on the fitment part of his stuff, so that way you guys, being the paying customer, knowing what you're getting into when you make the purchase. Resin can be a blast to use, or it could be sinister, depending upon what you allow yourself to be working with. And like I said, it's very easy. I'm gonna be using this All Models Tools scriber, which was donated to me by George at the Diversified Scalers. Really neat scribing tool. All Models. It's got this really nice hook. The kit again is the C1 Chevelle. The series kit is the Tk033B, the 1/24th rod, Restomod 70 Chevelle, and it was donated from C1 by Chris Hales for this review and for the Diversified Scalers giveaway. We aimed to have this last year. I've had some family issues, some health issues and stuff, and I got real behind out here on my bench. But we're slowly in the rounds of trying to get things caught up and back to presentable. We still got the Cadillac raffle to do. We haven't done that yet. So just bear with me. I know a few of you guys have asked. But we're going to get this done. we got some other plans to get some other things done. So as you can see right here, I can't do this on camera because I don't have access to hot water down here. But you can tell it's really not that far off. And when I cut the hinges, when I cut these plastic hinges off here, when I cut these off to give it the regular hood hinges that I like to do, it'll probably level itself out anyway. But we're still going to do some. We still have to do a little bit of reshaping for you guys. So there's that. In order to get the front end on the front end, where's my Sharpie? All right, on the front end, when you guys do this kit, on the front end, you're going to have to remove this right here. Has to be removed on both sides. You'll have to remove that. And then there's this part right here underneath the front headlights. You'll have to remove that. And then you're just going to have to sand fit through here, just slowly taking your time, sand fitting right through here. So, that being said, let's make some noise. Okay, and like that, I removed what I've showed you guys there. Always clean up your work as you go. Today I'm using my ever trusty UMP sanders, Ultimate Modeling Product sanders. You guys can get these sanders at Hobby World USA under UMP products, or you can get them straight from Paul and Lee from umpretail.com. And like I said, it's best to just clean up your work right when you're doing it. Alright, and then you can go in there and selectively choose which front bumper you want. And like I said, it's a matter of taking your time, getting everything in there to fit right. Dealing with resin, there's always a few different, reasons why something fits and why it won't fit. So just be patient. Little bit of sanding at a time. Don't get too aggressive with it. Make sure right there you can see that's a very aggressive. That right there would be the perfect bumper for a front twin turbo. I use a real primer. I use an automotive based primer. How do I say it without being cocky? I'm spending more on materials than most of you guys will. by buying higher end real automotive products. So that plays a big difference in some of the finishes that you guys see from my channel than say from somebody that's using Tamiya or Tester's rattle cans. I didn't know this until just the other day. I didn't know Testers was owned by Rust-Oleum. So if you have good luck with Testers paint, um, maybe you could save money instead of buying the Tester small bottles. You could start looking for the Rust-Oleum stuff. I don't use that kind of stuff. All my automotive stuff is painted with automotive stuff. Um, except for detailing stuff, I use Vallejo bottles for that. What do you guys think of that? That's sick. Try to stay in camera, guys. It's been a long time since I've been behind the camera. Sorry. And just like I said, always best to do your test fit before you add any glue. It's a lot easier to fix it here than it will be once it's mounted. See where this plays in effect at. Get that right there. Well, that's aggressive as heck. Alright. So with that being said right there, you seen I just did a little bit of cleanup. Always just make sure that it's a lot easier to get into your nooks and crannies now. And you can size everything up one piece at a time instead of going out there and slamming resin onto a car and not knowing what your fitment and stuff is going to be like. I always use Bob Smith Industries glue. So this is what I'm going to use to mount this with. Get that mounted in there like that. Then once I get a little contact on there, like so. I also used a Bob Smith. There's different glues. I wouldn't use the Bob Smith on your clear parts unless you have an instant activator accelerator. But yeah, over the years, I've never had a problem with Bob Smith fogging and distorting my builds. Not to say that others haven't. I've always used a product with the activator. There. There's that. Once I set this up and actually glue it into place, there is just a small little gap right there. But all that is fixable by just taking a little bit of super glue on the back side, throwing a little dab of super glue in there through the back side, and then I use baking soda. Then I just dip it in there on both sides, and that usually fills my gap up. Like that. I'll do that on both sides. And the reason why you do it on the back side is because front side lets you help smooth it all out. And that way it gives you your less body work. And once I do that, I'm going to get my sanding stick. And like that, no more gap. Cut off the extra. Then like that, you don't have that gap there no more. And it looks like it has a front drop on it. Once I see what the body skirts look like on it, I'll determine whether I probably build a piece up front here. I don't know what the hell that was. Had a little bit of glue on my finger. And once I see where the body skirt goes, you can easily add a little piece right there to make that up, to make up for that. All right, now on this side, you can see this side here wasn't near as bad, but we'll go ahead and put some more on it. And then I'll show you the difference. You guys seen how I did that. And we'll show you what happens if you do it on the top. When you do it on the top, you actually smear your super glue. So that's why I recommend you put the super glue on the bottom and then do your baking soda on the top. Because you see how we built that edge up? And that's because you moved the super glue. That's because you moved the super glue and you cause yourself more work. But we could still, I did that just to show you guys. But the baking soda and super glue sand so well together, they blend straight into the resin, and you guys will be all right. Then you got a little bit of the mess up right here. You just chip it away. And then you got that right there all set. This ain't the best kit to start with. The one kit, the older kit that I have, has some of its own issues. Not with the resin, but with being a tool that they ran for years. I think this tool's been ran since 86, when the very first red and black one came out. And then through the years, it's been modified. It's been a cafe racer and all that other stuff. So you get that on. Now let's do the rear end. Let's clean it up. Get rid of the flash. Is so minimal on these C1 kits, guys, that it's just very few, if any, cleanup that you have to do. And this is great for being just crisp. So then I'll just give it this right here. Quick once over. And there's really nothing to remove on the rear end. Just a matter of getting everything fit. Got a little messy right there. Sorry about that. Then I didn't glue down where the trunk is. I plan on opening the trunk for this giveaway. That way they can do either nitrous system in the trunk, or they can do a hot rod setup, or, you know, stereo setup, depending upon what the winner of the giveaway. And the giveaway is going to take place however Georgia's clubs decide, whether it be a first place prize, a door prize, or, you know, whatever. That's all up to them. I'm just being able to do this review and build it. And the George and the diversified scalers will decide the outcome on the giveaway. Okay, now that you got that set in, just go ahead and go do some cleanup. So I said, if you have resin experience, the C1 stuff is a dream to work with. But if you don't have resin experience, it's a bit of a learning curve, just so you can get used to, what products work well together, and the patience, because you're getting a copy of a copy. So sometimes there is some fitment issues, even with very reputable people like Hobby Design and stuff like that. That's a known aftermarket company, that has a big publishing. And for Chris being a one-man show, you can't beat his products. His customer service is great. Notified him that we were missing a set of lights, which was no issue. I just notified him so that way he could check and make sure none of his other kits were missing anything. Without hesitation, I got a whole nother set of lights just from missing one light. So you can't beat that kind of customer service. So nice, really nice fit right there. All I did here, guys, is I'm just taking off the marker light. I'll be right back, guys. I got to knock at the door. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, guys. Just down here removing a couple guys I know that are pretty good friends. Both have, three of them. Jeremy Mathis, ESO from Draft Designs, and my buddy Big Chris. Some of you guys might know him from the old low days if you followed me from there. Big C. They've all purchased 3D printers in the last couple months, and they've been doing some really neat stuff with them. Being, with my disability and my son's disability, probably will be something that I'll never be able to afford, but man, it gives me ideas. If you guys don't know, the Chevelle body curves, so what I'm doing is putting that curve back in to the shape that I want it to. So I'll put that back in there. And like I told George and Pete at Scaled World when I was doing this, I'm going to do all the body work and everything just as if it was a kit I was keeping. But you can see how quick and easy just a piece of rolled up sandpaper helps you get that shape. So I just want to do that. Chris's bumper will come straight down. It comes straight down. I don't have that little bitty indentation. You wouldn't be able to see it, but I know my primer is my primer is kind of a thicker, heavier primer. So I'm putting it back in there so that way I have build-up room. So there's that. Alright, so there's the rear end. Dude, that just looks boss. Alright, now let's work on the sides. Now when you do the sides will come on this strap like this. You could do it one of two ways. You could scribe it using the back of your number 11 blade and just follow right along the top. You can go like that, and a few scars through it, and then it's done. Or you can use your saw, or in my case I have a cutoff wheel that's really thin. And I'm trying to save some of this resin to use for an idea I have. That's one. Where did the other panel go? There it is. I got a lot of tools out. Alright. There's that. And then since I cut that off with the cutoff wheel, I'm going to pay attention to some of the upper end. Make sure we get enough room. And then I always sand the backs of it to give it some connection bite. Alright. So this right here is one side. You go right underneath the back door, right underneath the door line, like that. Let's see what the other one fits like. I'm saying all these parts will be optional. You don't have to run the side skirt. The box doesn't show it with the full-blown side skirt. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. You go swimming today?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is give this some bite. So we're just going to lightly put some sandpaper on that. Alright, let's glue our first one down. And just follow the door line. Yep. Moved on me. Lost a little bit of glue right there. So get that back in there. Make sure it follows that line. And then where's my soft pad? These right here are great little 3M soft pads. You can use them. They don't remove a whole lot, but you can get back in there and get you a nice cleaner look without taking out any product. And this right here is going to make sure the glue from the runner itself doesn't adhere to the body in places you don't want it to. So then you got that, and then I'll do a little bit of cleanup underneath the bottom here. Alright. You got the side piece on. Let's do the other side. Then what I like what Chris has done, he's given you enough, he's given us enough leeway where we can blend our fender rolls in. Because like I said, with each copy of a copy, your parts are going to get a little bit of distortion to it. And that's what hurts some of the companies like R&R Resin and stuff like that, is if you don't refreshen your mold. If you don't refreshen your mold, it takes away from, it'll take away from the part that you get. Go get the phone for me, bud. Well, there's that, guys. You can tell how the body kit and everything fits well and good. Answer it, bud. Did you answer it?
No.
Hello? Are you guys still there? Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. So, what I'm doing here is just making sure that where the hood lines up is all good. Now that will change. That the hood, where the hood sets will change when I Did you guys lose the video, Pat? I'm going to change the way the grill sets in there. I don't like the way that grill is setting in there. Let me get this out.
You have about 5,000 subscribers, but there's only 13 people watching.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys back?
That's what they're saying.
The phone rang, and I was trying to get my home phone to answer, but it didn't, and my cell phone picked it up. I do all my videos off my cell phone. I don't like the way the grill is setting back, so what I'm doing is I'm going to relocate the grill. And this is just for my own liking. Because as I explained to George and Chris knows, I like to do my own thing, but...
Where's the glue?
Hold on, but I'm using it. Damn it.
There. Gonna need it.
move the grill forward. I'm just looking at. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit. Hello, Bill. I got to watch a little bit of your stream yesterday. Had some other stuff going on, so I didn't get to watch too much of it, brother. But I caught a glimpse of it. If you guys ain't part of the Bobblehead Customs live feeds, guys, go check those out. Really good feeds. Interesting projects that Bill does over there. He's got his own flavor, does his own thing, which is really cool. He helped me out a lot when the car got crashed. If you guys didn't see my post on Facebook, he bought an old project from me that really helped me take care of some bills while I was out of a car. One of my subscribers once asked why I didn't have a Patreon or a GoFundMe. It's because I would rather sell what I have instead of asking you guys, because I know everybody has a tight situation or a family situation themselves. So to just ask for free money, I kind of don't feel like I have a channel worth asking that of. So I posted up a kit for sale. Bill helped me out and bought that, and then I got hit with a snowstorm after snowstorm up here, and kids out of school and being stuck in the house because of the snow. I got a little behind on shipping, and Bill was more than patient. So we did what we had to make it right with him. Known Bill for several years. He says I didn't have to do that. I know I didn't have to, but just to show my respects to Bill and what he does for the community too, even though he doesn't have a name, maybe not a following as big as I have, still a very great guy, and I'm honored that Bill is my friend behind YouTube and in real life. So Bill, that really helped me, and you could tell by my voice, it means a lot. I'm getting a little choked up, to be honest.
The Patreon is a repeated subscription payment service.
Yes, it is, son.
And with the Patreon, you are freely to throw in little bonuses too.
Does Dad have enough money to throw in little bonuses?
No, you just.
And that's.
I'm not totally on point with the Patreon thing.
No, you're right. You're on point. Teenage talk, guys, on point.
What was that?
Battery's getting low. Phone's warning me I've been on here too long.
You want me to go grab it?
Grab the cord. No, I'll have to get off here shortly anyway. What time is it?
It's
3 o'clock, yeah.
3 o'clock. The babies will be here in about a few minutes.
Yeah, about 20 minutes. So, Dad's just showing these guys that I removed the grill, guys, is what I'm working on right now. I know a lot of off-camera work, but Chris's resin is so smooth and so easy to work with. I cut the grill out so I can move it forward, and then I'm going to position it better to my liking with the custom hood. So we need to sand that down a little bit. Not many resin companies have a way with the way their resin is. Sometimes you don't have the room or the accessibility to modify and tweak.